tell you what, Rain. If you draw me a picture, I will put it up right here.
Okay.
That way, while you're spending the afternoon with Paulina, I can still think about it.
I'll make it pretty. I'll make it you and me. You won't go away like my mommy did, will you?
No. No, I won't go away.
I came up with a hell of a lot of information real quick. I'm looking over it, and it tells me that Rachel is being held here in town. Nikos has got her here.
Lila did all this?
Yeah, don't let the Southern Belle Act fool you. She works real fast.
No kidding.
So Nikos hasn't moved any large sums of money.
Well, no more than usual.
Nobody seems to have showed up at his island either.
Felicia was supposed to, but it didn't happen. Lila looked over corporate records, Carl, all the shipping records, and nothing.
I know why Nikos is hiding Rachel here in Bay City. He wants me to find her.
God, hear me. You are a God of love, but you are also a God of vengeance. You know I never wanted this to go this far. If I let Rachel die in the rubble of a holy place, I will have my vengeance against Carl. But I will lose Felicia forever.
So when have you scheduled the surgery in Los Angeles?
Should have been there by now. Yesterday would have been better.
What are we doing here, then? Let me go get the tickets set up. I'll throw a few things together.
I can't.
Why not? And please don't say Alexander.
No, I can't go with him. I have, maybe even forever. I can't leave. How can I leave with Rachel missing?
Honey, your staying here is not going to help find her any faster.
When I was lost, Rachel found me.
That was different.
What am I supposed to do? Just stay in a hospital bed? I've got to do something.
Oh, sorry, pal. You must have the wrong room. Beat it.
Wally, I need your help. Rachel is missing. Do you have any idea where she is? If you do, you have to tell me.
All right, all we got to do is set this last charge, and then... Shh. Did you hear something? Yeah, real funny. Ha ha.
Get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. Breathe. Slow down. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here.
You're gonna make this all about you, aren't you? My mother's missing, but Carl Hutchins will save the day.
I understand how the man thinks. You do not.
The police are already searching every property Nikos owns.
Well, the ones we know about. Lila's down at the courthouse going over real estate records right
Oh,
now.
real estate police. Don't you understand? He wants revenge against me. He's left clues, hasn't he? What? He wants to taunt us with his clues. He wants to taunt us how clever he... Gary, we must take a second look at that box that was delivered. Let's go to the precinct.
Fine, go now.
I'm gonna go with you guys.
No, I'd prefer it if you didn't. I think you've done quite enough.
You can't stop me from looking for my own mother.
Come on. Matt, just take these. You guys look over those records, see if there's a clue that Nikos left that I missed.
All right, thanks, Gary. Fighting with Carl is not going to help us find Mom. Now, stay here. If Mother's still in town, then she could very well be all right.
It's a very big if.
Maybe Alexander is trying to trick Carl. He's trying to drive him over the edge. And if that's the case, then Mother's right here and she's just fine. And when Carl finds her...
Alexander killed them both.
Rachel Corey's got to be someplace. She didn't just disappear.
Is he mad?
No, he's just worried about someone.
So, Mike, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I don't give a damn how tired you are, how much your feet hurt, okay? My mother-in-law is missing. And nobody was home tonight until I get some answers. Is that understood?
Just finish your picture. Everything's
Thank
okay,
you.
all right? You got no leads yet?
I got nothing, Josie.
Look, you guys, call me an optimist, but I think Rachel's still just trying to get away from everything. She's probably on a beach somewhere, just taking it easy.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Well, I have some good news. We got a lead on those street drugs. They're coming from a guy named Popper.
Is Papa here?
No, honey, he's not. It's okay. Ray, why don't you show me that picture you made, okay? Come on. Joe, I think that Rain's father is this guy Popper.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Except that when I ask her about her dad, she says nothing. When I ask her, where did you get those bruises, Rain? She says nothing. Then I ask her, why are you afraid, Rain? And she says, Papa. I think that Popper means Papa. And I think the reason that she called him Popper was because he popped so many pills down her mother's mouth that she ended up dying.
Popper supplied the overdose. So this
That's
guy,
the way it looks.
Popper, beat up his little kid, and then he killed the kid's mother. I can't wait to grab this guy.
Me neither.
And since the pills that Paulina was taking are the same ones that killed Rain's mother...
That means he's the pusher.
And that means that Grant could have gotten the pills that he gave Paulina from Popper.
Exactly how I saw
Well, you know, Josie, I think it's about time we had a little chat with His Honor.
I think you're right. But I think first we need to go to the undercover guys and see what they have on Popper. Then we can go to Grant.
Good idea. Get on it.
Oh, Rain and I thought maybe it was a good time to go to the restaurant. Yeah. Have fun with Paulina.
Here's your picture.
Wow.
We're going to catch the bad guys, kiddo.
What kind of cookies do you think we should make, honey?
Whatever you make will be great.
I love this. Come here. Bye, sweetie.
Will I see you anymore?
Of course you will. Of course you will. In fact, you're going to see me just as soon as I'm done with work. I promise. Okay. 1, 2, 3, hop.
That kid's been through way too much.
Yep. And Grant Harrison is going to pay for it.
God, did you lead me here to give me back the love I lost? Or did you lead me here to get back at Carl Hutchins? Stealing Rachel was the way to rip his heart out. But if I let Rachel die, I will lose Felicia. If I let her go, will I stand the chance to get Felicia back? Can you and Felicia ever forgive me? What are you doing here?
What have you done? I have to say the rumors are flying all over this town. You took her, didn't you? took Rachel Hutchins? Perhaps killed her?
No.
Accidents happen. Nobody knows that better than I do. And now your conscience is closing in, isn't it? I thought so.
I have no idea where Rachel is.
Where are any of them?
Where are we supposed to be?
We're all lost. But in different ways.
So you haven't seen Rachel, not at all?
No.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, Wally, but how did you get in here?
I know the hospital.
Well, if I can get you connected with social services, I will, but Felicia and I are very busy right now.
How did you know I was here?
We're all where we need to be.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. But Rachel didn't send you here. I mean, you know, like I sent you to find her.
No.
Does he even know who Rachel is?
She's a strong woman with a great soul.
I don't think your friend is going to be able to help us.
He helped me before. Now, Wally, my friend is missing. I think she's in Bay City, somewhere nearby. I think she's in terrible trouble.
You want me to find her?
If you could.
How can he?
I'll try. What are any of us? Searchers.
Thank you, Wally. Thank you.
He'll be lucky if she finds the elevator.
Maybe.
Honey, you don't honestly think that he'll find Rachel?
I don't. In a strange way, though, he gives me hope.
See, Rain? When Dante sits like that, means he's happy.
Does he cry?
Sometimes.
Then he's bad.
No, sweetie. He's a baby, and babies just do that. But it usually means that he's hungry, which means that you and I have got to get those cookies baked before you wake up.
Hi, Pauline, I got your message. What's up?
Well, hey.
Is she your friend?
Who's the kid?
Rain.
Uh-huh.
Rain is my new assistant cook, right? Rain, this is Cindy. Hey, Rain, I have an idea. How about you come with me, and I'm going to bring these bags of chocolate chips. And you put them in the bowl and stir them up with the batter, okay? Can you do that for me? Thank you. We've got to make this fast.
Yeah, okay. Where'd you go?
That's the child I told you about. His mother died taking the same drugs that Grant Major gave me.
Oh. Well, I didn't realize that she was so little.
She is. And she has nobody now thanks to those drugs. She's just lucky that Gary and Josie are taking care of her now. Her mother OD'd, and her father, Papa, pushes street drugs.
Why are we whispering?
Because every time she hears that man's name, she gets scared. It's the kind of guy he is.
I'm sorry about the kid. I really am. I'm sorry about you. You've always been good to me, and I wish I had never given you a pill.
I'm fine now.
But where are we going with this?
Joe thinks that Papa supplied Grant the drugs.
Joe. You did tell him.
I had to tell him, Cindy, and I told you I was going to. Too many people have been hurt, and I can't lie to my husband anymore.
So now the captain of the police knows that the mayor of the city has been buying drugs off the street. This is going to destroy Grant's career. Do you know that?
Joe knows that Grant forced you to give me those drugs.
Look, I am not talking about Joe. I'm talking about Grant.
Look, you're not going to have to take the fall for this. Joe will keep you out of it.
Yeah. And how will that work? Grant's going to be furious. Do you know what that means?
All right, let me talk to Joe. Maybe he can set up some kind of protection program or something for you.
No, Elena, don't. You cannot fix this. Don't try. Grant will be furious. You know that.
Well, Joe will protect me.
Yeah, he will. Lucky you. What about me? What about me? Who's going to protect me, huh?
Cindy, I'm sorry.
I've got one ace in the hole. I've got Booba. I just hope he's enough.
And to think I was worried because the district attorney wouldn't arrest Carl Hutchins. I guess you won't be threatening me anymore, will you?
Can't you see that I'm here praying for Felicia?
What I understand, she needs it. Careful, careful, careful. watching. And he's everywhere. He might even be out at that old church ruin still. What do they call that place? Lost Soul? Oh, I'm sorry. All Souls. You've been spending a lot of time out there, haven't you? I was having people followed in Bay City long before you even heard of the place. Or Felicia Gallant, for that matter.
Well, then you should know that I own that church. I can go there anytime I want to.
Such a beautiful old church. Shame that somebody has to tear it down. But then when something or someone is condemned...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've got Rachel Hutchins out at that old church, don't you?
That's absurd.
You know, I could take a look at your permits for demolition. I might find some glitch in the paperwork that could hold up that wrecking crew for days. If you were to have change of conscience. Think of the headlines. Rachel Hutchins saved from certain death. Mayor Grant Harrison saves her life. Stops demolition. Hero of the hour. I get some positive press. You get a clear conscience. And we get to be equals. Because now I can ruin you. Anytime I choose. Of course, even if Rachel were to crawl out of that church alive, who knows whether she'd be willing to forgive and forget.
The sooner you get out to Los Angeles and have the surgery...
The better my face will look.
If you want to put it bluntly, yes. So let's get going.
Can't go. What if Rachel needs me?
Rachel has lots of people in her life. They'll help her.
What if it was you? What if you were out there somewhere lost? Would you want me to be gone? You, me, and Rachel. We've been together a long time, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Do you remember the night of the intervention when I was still drinking?
I remember a lot of things.
You know, I know that I'm only responsible for staying sober, but it was you and Rachel that put me on the right path.
That's not quite how you saw it back then.
No, it wasn't. I only saw things the way I wanted to see them, you know. I have a confession. I don't think there's a lot of difference between then and now with Alexander.
Come on.
Everybody tried to tell me who didn't try. You and Rachel and Carl and John. John. My John. As soon as there was a few problems, boy, then stopped being romantic,
Honey,
didn't it?
He hurt you. He slept with Charlene.
And I couldn't wait to throw myself into Alexander's arms instead of a bottle. And then I told John that
That's where we stop, right there.
What, you're angry?
No, but I'm really worried. You can't stay sober by deciding that you should be perfect.
No. Fear. I love John so much.
Have you had a drink?
No, I haven't.
How close have you come?
Well, I did go to a bar.
When?
It was before the fall. Alexander and I had a big fight.
Oh, God. And what does this tell you?
I only sat there and stared at a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, this time.
I just knew that Alexander wasn't the man that I wanted him to be, and I just couldn't face that. That's why all of this has happened, I know it.
I mean, you can't hang around here and punish yourself and blame yourself.
No, I can't. I have to make sure Rachel is okay.
So you're doing this out of loyalty for Rachel. But think about it. Delaying this operation is going to hurt you. It could affect you for the rest of your life. Nobody wants that.
When I saw Rachel the last time, I said some terrible things to her. I threatened her with terrible things.
You were desperate.
But she didn't stop trying to help me. That's why I have to keep trying to help her right now. When I needed Rachel, well, she was there. No questions, no excuses. She was there. I mean, she walked out of her house with Wally for me. For me. She walked out. Can you imagine that?
With anyone but Rachel?
No, everyone but you. She went to that old church with him. She didn't even care about the danger. She had never even seen Wally before. And you know what I did when I saw her? I fought with her, and I threatened her, and then I just ran away.
Honey, she was fine. She went home. That had nothing to do with her disappearance.
It was the last time I ever saw her. Anything could have happened to her. You know what I cared about? I cared about me, my faith, my running. Only me. That's all I cared about.
She'll understand.
You know, the night that I fell, she was there with me by my side. I remember her holding my hand, and I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember knowing that everything had changed that night. Everything. Everything. Except you. And her. She wouldn't leave me, Cass. Now I can't leave her.
But I'm going to stay here until you're ready to leave. No matter how long it takes.
My God. I know what to do.
What?
I know what to do. I want you to go get the tickets.
Where are you going?
Please,
Honey,
Cass, go.
I'm not going anywhere while you're planning to run out of the hospital.
I am not running
Forget
away.
it.
I really know what I'm supposed to do. Go. It's okay. I'm okay.
This is a copy of a Renaissance ring. But no pills, no poison, and no message. Joe, do you have a pin?
Pin?
Yeah, pin. Give me a pin.
I know you're here. What are you doing here?
Baby? Oh, Carl's playing out a hunch.
Yeah?
Hey, how's rain?
All right.
I went over to Carlina's with Selena. Look at you three for me.
Hey, she driving?
Yeah.
Let me see. She's good.
I know.
We can hang this on the fridge.
Well, this one I promised that I'd hang it up at work, but I'm sure she'll draw us somewhere.
Now I know I'm hearing something.
Is somebody here? Help! Is somebody out there? Please help me! Help me! Please help me! I'm not gonna die in here. 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 Help me!
What's it say?
Eyes, look your last.
Arms, take thy last embrace.
How'd you know that?
It's from Romeo and Juliet. And it's another clue from Nikos.
What does it have to do with Rachel?
It's Romeo who says these words from inside the Capulet's tomb. He's found Juliet in there, and he thinks she's dead.
But if I remember the story correctly, she's not dead, right?
Romeo believes that she is. takes poison. She wakes up, finds his body, and kills herself. Do you think Nikos wants me to find Rachel before it's... He'd probably prefer to see both of us in a tomb, wouldn't he?
So just suppose what you say is true, but I don't have the stomach for murder.
Not many of us do. People simply lose their nerve. But if one had abducted Rachel Hutchins, and then, for whatever reason, found oneself unable to commit murder now, that would be awkward, wouldn't it?
Perhaps. But since we're speculating, if one were to let Rachel go and she were to promise to keep silent...
Rachel? No. No, Rachel would run straight to the police, and then, of course, you'd have to deal with Carl. But worst of all, Felicia would find out what kind of a man you really are.
But we're just speculating.
Of course. The worst thing that could happen is that you'd go to jail for kidnapping.
Jail? Rich men don't go to jail.
So I've heard.
I would just let Rachel go. I would escape to a country that doesn't extradite alleged criminals to the United States.
But could you live there? Or anywhere else, for that matter, without your beloved Felicia?
No matter what happens, I won't lose Felicia.
You won't have to. As long as we work together as partners. Because we're all praying for Felicia's speedy recovery, aren't we?
Don't tell me that's what you're doing here, Grant.
You're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yes,
Felicia.
I'm sure I am. Go away, please. What was he doing here?
Currying favors, even at a time like this.
Alexander, I need your help.
Anything, Felicia. Just ask.
I just wonder if this is the one thing you won't be able to give me.
You're the only thing I have left. I need you now. Oh, you have no idea how much. Well, maybe you do. Will you protect me? Can I trust you? Hi, sweetie. How's your day going?
Better now that I've seen you.
Me too.
We made progress today, darling. Real progress.
I'm gonna run this town. Hell, who knows? I may even run this state.
Sounds wonderful. What happened?
I laid some groundwork. Suffice it to say that fundraising will no longer be a problem.
Grant?
Yes, darling.
Helena told Joe that you supplied the pills and forced me to give them to her. Joe knows everything.
Carlino knows I supplied illegal drugs to his wife.
Grant, I am so sorry. I tried to stop him.
No, don't cower, darling. Remember, I told you that as long as we're together, we don't have anything to fear. Really? And besides, the fellow I bought those drugs from is long gone from Bay City.
You sure about that?
I am positive. As far as the police are concerned, the only evidence they have is Paulina's babbling, and we all know how crazy she is. She almost tried to kill my son. And you'll recall the scene that she made at the party the other night. She was a disgrace.
Grant, you're not angry with me?
With you? Absolutely not. As far as Carlino's concerned, so if he has evidence, so what? I got real power going for me now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You always do.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Tell me what you need, darling. I'll send you anywhere.
No, it's not that. I'm handling
Well, at
this.
least let me pay for the surgeons.
Please,
Anything,
would you
please.
stop worrying about the surgeon?
Darling, how can you say that? All I do is worry
Alexander,
about you.
I want you to try and really listen to me.
Don't shut me out. I'll do anything you want.
Don't you
anything,
see?
Anything.
You're shutting me out right now. I wonder if you see me at all. Or if I see you, maybe what we are really just strangers.
Oh, you know I love you. What more do you need, darling?
Time. I need time to sort all of this out.
Take as much time as you need. Our love can withstand anything.
If you do love me, like you say you do.
You know I love you.
My surgeon wants me in Los Angeles right now.
Let me take my jet. I'll fly you there. I'll make everything
Cass
perfect.
and I are going together. But I won't leave until I know that Rachel is home safe.
Who have you been speaking to?
Myself. Myself. If you can believe that, I'm trying to listen to my heart, maybe for the first time in a very long time. Alexander. You know where Rachel is. Do you really? I'm not answering any questions. And I'm not asking any either. But I know you have the power and the resources to bring her back. Now, if you really love me, I want you to swear to me right now, in front of God, that you will bring Rachel home safe.
Well, I checked the detonator.
Good. Have you seen anyone down here?
No. You've been seeing ghosts all day.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, let's do it.
I bet you need some milk to go with those cookies. Mm-hmm. There you go.
You know what makes me happy?
What?
Seeing you here, happy.
I'm just happy you're home.
I got an idea. Besides that idea. Why don't we open the bottle of wine from the Carlino Vineyard? The little homemade wine celebration.
That sounds
All right,
great. Oh, well, more milk. I thought I could put it away.
Honey, we got all the milk you can drink, okay? Really?
She's not used to having all she wants to eat.
I'm glad Gary and Josie have her for now, you know?
Yeah. At least for a while, right?
Yeah. Sweetheart, now that we know about Grant, we have some leverage. You know, I put the squeeze on him, and he gives us a supplier.
And you clean up the streets.
Exactamundo. So I want to thank you for coming to me with this information. It wasn't easy, I know.
Sweetheart, I just hope Grant doesn't go after Cindy. She's really scared.
Yeah, well, they're both going to get some company pretty soon.
You bringing him in tonight?
Why not? The sooner we get to Grant, the sooner we keep Cindy safe.
Joe, I love you for caring for her. She seems so alone in this world.
Well, she has you as a friend, right?
I thought I'd never hear you say that.
Maybe you can convince Cindy to testify against Grant.
Randy, darling?
Middle of the afternoon?
I'm just getting warmed up. How about you?
I am delighted and amazed that you are not angry with me.
How could I be angry with you? Police can't prove a thing.
Just glad the kid's okay.
What kid?
Little girl, staying with Josie and Gary. Mom OD'd. You bought the drugs from her father.
Oh, yes. Come to think of it, that fellow did mention something about a child.
She's the sweetest little girl.
Well, now, that child should be placed in the appropriate foster care.
What's wrong with Josie and Gary?
Josie chose not to cooperate with me when I wanted her to arrest Carl Hutchins, so now she'll just have to pay the consequences.
It's all yours.
Well, come on in. We were just talking about you. What a coincidence.
I don't mean to intrude. But this isn't a social call.
Yeah.
I need you to come down to the station.
Oh, I'm being summoned? Is that it?
Yes, you are. I need to ask you a few questions about buying street drugs.
Felicia. I will see that Rachel is brought back, I promise.
You really promise?
I promise.
I also want you to stop this feud with Carl before someone else gets hurt.
I will. I swear to you.
Okay, honey, we're booking the next flight to Los Angeles. We're gonna have to hurry if we're gonna make it. Felicia?
I'm ready now.
Good, the limousine's waiting for us.
I'm going to call the Corey house tomorrow morning. I expect to speak to Rachel.
You will.
You're not going anywhere. Tell me where my mother is.
We're wasting time. We're wasting time.
Hold on, yeah. Say it again. Okay. Thank you, darling. Well, I dug into the real estate records on the All Souls Church. Nikos owns them.
Why didn't that come up before?
It's real hard to get his records, you know. He buries his name in all the corporate documents, and you don't know what he owns in this town.
That's where she is. That's where she is. I know it.
Wait a minute, Carl. Wait a second. That church is scheduled to be demolished.
What?
Go. Go now. Go. I'm going to call the precinct.
I'm not gonna die.
Don't hear a thing. Goodbye, church. Your work is finished.